Imagine a deer unlike any other, its coat shimmering with real gold, its antlers studded with precious gems, and its movements so graceful they seem almost magical. But in the world of Hindu mythology, when something appears too beautiful to be true, it usually conceals a darker purpose. This extraordinary tale from the Ramayana takes us deep into Dandaka forest, where Lord Rama, his wife Sita, and his brother Lakshmana lived during their 14 years of exile. Their simple yet peaceful life was about to be shattered by one of the most cunning deceptions ever crafted by the forces of evil. At the heart of this story lies Maricha, a powerful demon who possessed remarkable shape-shifting abilities. Once a fearsome Rakshasa who terrorized sages performing sacred rituals, Maricha had already faced Rama's divine prowess years ago. During that encounter, Rama's arrow had hurled him hundreds of miles across the ocean, teaching him a harsh lesson about challenging the divine incarnation. But fate had other plans. Ravana, the 10-headed king of Lanka, approached Maricha with a sinister proposal. Consumed by desire for Sita's beauty, Ravana had devised a plan to abduct her. He needed Maricha to transform into an irresistibly beautiful golden deer to lure Rama away from his cottage, leaving Sita vulnerable. Maricha understood the gravity of this request. He warned Ravana about the foolishness of this plan, recounting his own experience with Rama's power. He spoke of Rama not just as a prince or warrior, but as the embodiment of Dharma itself. To challenge Rama, he cautioned, is to invite certain death. But Ravana's arrogance knew no bounds. He threatened to kill Maricha if he refused to help. Faced with this dilemma, Maricha made a profound choice. If death was certain either way, he preferred to die at the hands of the divine Rama rather than by Ravana's cruel sword. This decision, though born of desperation, would seal his destiny. Transforming himself into a magnificent golden deer, Maricha began his final performance. His fur sparkled with an otherworldly radiance, casting rainbow-like reflections on the forest floor. He pranced near Rama's cottage, making sure Sita would notice his supernatural beauty. The plan worked perfectly, perhaps too perfectly. Sita was enchanted by the mysterious creature. Never had she seen such a beautiful being in all her years in the forest. She begged Rama to catch the deer for her, imagining how delightful it would be to have such a magical creature as a companion during their exile. Rama, despite his divine wisdom, played his part in this cosmic drama. Though Lakshmana suspected deception, warning that demons often used illusion to deceive, Rama chose to fulfill Sita's wish. Before departing, he instructed Lakshmana to guard Sita with his life, creating a protective circle around their cottage that no harm could penetrate as long as Sita remained within it. The chase began. The golden deer led Rama deeper and deeper into the forest, always remaining just out of reach. When Rama finally realized he had been led too far, he drew his bow and released an arrow that found its mark. As the arrow struck, Maricha revealed his true form. With his last breath, he cried out in perfect imitation of Rama's voice, "O Lakshmana, O Sita, save me." This cry echoed through the forest, reaching Sita's ears. Worried for her beloved's safety, she insisted that Lakshmana go to Rama's aid. Lakshmana, torn between his brother's command to protect Sita and her desperate pleas, finally yielded when she accused him of wanting Rama's death so he could claim her for himself. Before leaving, Lakshmana drew a protective line around the cottage, the famous Lakshmana Rekha, warning Sita never to cross it. But Ravana, disguised as a holy man seeking alms, took advantage of Sita's compassionate nature. When she stepped outside the protective boundary to offer food to the supposed sage, Ravana revealed his true form and abducted her. This pivotal moment in the Ramayana teaches us profound lessons about the nature of illusion and desire. The golden deer, beautiful beyond imagination, represents Maya, the seductive power of illusion that can cloud even the wisest judgment. Maricha's transformation reminds us that appearances can be deceiving, and what glitters may not always be golden in its essence. The story also speaks to the concept of dharma and its complications. Every character faced moral dilemmas, Maricha choosing the manner of his death, Lakshmana torn between conflicting duties, and Sita deciding between safety and compassion. Their choices, driven by both noble and flawed motivations, set in motion events that would lead to one of the greatest epics of good versus evil. In our modern world, where appearances often deceive and choices are rarely simple, this ancient tale remains remarkably relevant. It reminds us to look beyond surface beauty, to trust our intuition when something seems too good to be true, and to understand that every action, no matter how small, can have far-reaching consequences in the great cosmic dance of existence.